All right. Gotta love when you're doing something and something happens and there's this big controversy popping out because of it. Hey everyone, this is definitely an unplanned quick stream. I say quick because one, I have my youngest son over here in the playroom playing, and you'll probably hear him throughout the stream. Two, because I still have to get ready for the live stream for the Game Awards tonight. And three, my daughter gets off the bus in exactly 30 minutes. So I have about 25, 28-ish minutes here to stream and talk about some stuff. And I have to do some cleanup back here. We have the Game Awards this night. We're doing a live stream thing. I'm going to be on it doing a pre-show starting at 7 p.m. And then we're going to have, hopefully starting at roughly 7 p.m. And then we're going to be live streaming the actual Game Awards, doing reactions and all that stuff. But here's the thing. Here's the deal. As my 2-year-old is over there stripping, trying to get my attention. Look at me, I'm taking my clothes off. Patreon made a change. They are changing things up on December 18th, which basically means for the next billing cycle, which clears on the 1st of January. And the change they have made is, for those who don't know, Patreon charges 5% of all the money you guys give to me. 5% of it goes to Patreon. Oh, 1 second. My son really wants his shirt off and he's stuck. You're not coming in here, bud. Ball. Anyways, so Patreon charges 5%. No big deal. Standard fee. But then there's processing fees on top. And the processing fee varies anywhere from 2 to 10, sometimes 15% of your thing. So in the past, it would cost basically anywhere between 15 to 20% of your give to me went towards processing fees and Patreon's cut. So say you were a $1 backer, about 80 cents of what you gave went to me. Patreon's making a change now. Starting in January, they are the charge that happens on January 1st. They are adding a 35-cent processing fee charge to every single patron backer. This does not count. So if you give $1, it's now going to cost you like $1.35. That 35 cents does not go to me. That goes to Patreon to process the transaction. You know, it's a credit card fee basically. And in addition, they're taking 2.9% on top of the 5% they take for additional processing fees. This is because there are going to be times when 35 cents does not cover a processing fee. 35 cents covers the $1 processing fee, but like for processing fees, like with a $100 backer or something, 35 cents does not cover that. So they take an additional 2.9%. It actually makes me feel weird that they're even charging 35 cents to like a $100 backer. Because what's the point of charging 35 cents at that point? The 2.9% should be able to cover whatever the processing fee is at that point. But whatever. It's probably easier for them how their system is built to just make it happen across the board. And this has been causing a bit of backlash because a lot of $1 backers are not happy that in order to keep their $1 pledge to their patrons or their content creators like me, they are getting charged essentially a third extra on top to keep that. And there's some backlash over it. The outlying thing to me is that instead of them taking 20% of all the money given to me, of every single backer, they're only going to take about 8%. So for me, it's like, oh, hey, this is a positive change because I do get more money in my pocket. But overall, I'm getting a phone call here. Nope. I can cancel that one. It's not something that I'm actually thrilled about because I don't want you guys getting charged extra fees. Now, I'm not getting off of Patreon. Patreon's too well designed, too easy for me to use for tax purposes, too well tracked, too ingrained in what we do. But yeah, it's just a very interesting thing. Like everything gets fees, right? When you go buy stuff on Amazon, there'll be like 3 or 4 different taxes and fees that get applied to things. And 35 cents is probably not a backbreaker for us. We had 27 backers before this news went out today. Now we are down to 26 backers, and we actually lost a $20 backer. Now, I'm not sure if the $20 backer left because of me or if they left because of this change. To give you an example, we were at $304 earlier this morning, and now we're at $286, which means we are technically below the $300 threshold for the game reviews, which means if we don't hit that $300 threshold, we won't be doing game reviews. So I was all excited about hitting that threshold, but as always, one person leaves and it can change everything. So we are no longer at the $300 threshold for game reviews, and I'm not going to be doing the game reviews unless we hit it. Now, this isn't, I don't know if this person left because of Patreon, so I can't blame them exactly. Don't know how much a 35-cent charge matters to a $20 backer. In fact, I'm probably going to get a hold of April and just make sure she was the one who left, that everything's okay. Because the last time I contacted her was back in November. And they said, thanks for the offer, though. Yeah, I think it turned out that April just realized she wouldn't be able to ever be on a podcast. So it might not even be related to this. But yeah. And some people have said, why can't we just, if we want to support you, why can't we just give you a check? Why can't we donate directly into your PayPal? First off, there are PayPal fees as well. There's fees everywhere. But I don't like direct donations because it's harder to track for tax purposes. Yes, technically everything's there in a bank ledger, but then I have to separate out, okay, what was a donation versus what was money someone literally sent me a paper check for? What was this cash payment I got here? What was this? What was that? I would essentially have to hire an accountant just to keep track of all these little tiny transactions versus big transactions. Right now, I get money from... And Nintendo Prime, we get our AdSense revenue, and all of that goes through BBTV. BBTV sends me an invoice at the end of every month, and it lets me know what money I have coming, and everything's all gathered together, and there's reports. I can look at individual videos and how everything did, blah, blah, blah. I can look at this in analytics as well, but Google Analytics on YouTube is just a guess. It's not the final version. BBTV gives me the finalized version. So that's one chunk of money. Another chunk is all from Patreon. So once you guys support me on Patreon, 26 people right now, and we get a chunk payment from there. And then obviously we have our donations and our Twitch. I have yet to get a payment from Twitch, so I don't know when they pay me. There might be a $100 threshold or something there that we haven't hit yet. So I don't know when I get paid from that. That I can't talk about yet because I've never received money from Twitch subs yet. But for donations, what happens is all the donations go to Streamlabs. Now, I can withdraw those donations anytime I want. Like when it says, I think one of these things here is that one of these things will tell you, which one is it? Like this one, Nintendo Direction. It says I have $72 out of the $800 I was looking to raise. That $72 is sitting on Streamlabs. And I can take that money out anytime I want. But I let that money build up so I have larger payouts from it because, again, easier to track for tax purposes. Instead of saying, oh, someone donated $5. Let me take that $5 out right now. No, I'd rather gather it all up, bank it all up, have larger payments. So there's just a lot of stuff to consider. Manuel Gonzalez, we are going to figure out your ad. Obviously, again, this is what I tell everyone. When you become a new patron, or as Manuel has done, upped his Patreon to a new thing, once you are charged on January 1st, that's when we will start doing your ad thing. We obviously need to hook up before then to figure out what I'm advertising and how we're going to make that work. Since you're here on the live stream, Manuel, I don't know what the week of the 18th or the 17th through the 23rd looks like for you. I know that's like a holiday weekend or a week for some people because they have lots of Christmases, but that week works out well for me if you want to hook up sometime that week or even after Christmas before the start of January. If you want to get on like a voice call or just talk on Discord or something and sort out what we're going to do for your ad. But I am more than happy to obviously figure that out. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of do this quick thing because it is a big change. I didn't even know what was happening. Apparently there's been backlash on Twitter. I didn't even know what was happening until some patrons brought it up in our Discord, or in our Patreon chat on Discord. Outlast 1 and 2. I don't even know what Outlast is. Here's where I get blasted. I'm going to go look up the news right now and be like, oh, right, that game. There's also a big announcement coming from THQ Nordic today. There's going to be a lot of game announcements today. We do have the Game Awards. Oh, no, I don't want to load my website. I don't have the news on my website yet. I should note that I don't know if I'm going to get a video out today. We'll see. The 22nd or 23rd works for you. 23rd might not work for me, but the 22nd should. We'll work it out. If you're already on Discord and get a hold of me, just get a hold of me closer to that day, and we'll figure out when we can hook up to organize it. Yeah, Lost Spears available as a Nintendo eShop demo. Nice. Nice. So I'm just looking at the news quick here. Ukulele comparison, blah 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 blah. Estimated total coins for Super Mario games. Outlast 1 and 2. I don't know if I've ever played Outlast. It's a horror franchise. Huh. When did these games come out? I've never even heard of Outlast. I like horror games. Let's get an Outlast 1 and 2. There's no DLC for Outlast 2. There's going to be an Outlast 3. Huh. I'm going to have to watch a trailer for Outlast. I've never played Outlast. I'm actually kind of excited about that. Outlast on Switch, huh? That's interesting. I got to watch a trailer and see if that's up my alley. That sounds interesting. And the Lost Spear demo is live. That's good. I've been waiting to play a demo of that. So I'm glad that demo's out. I might go download that once I'm done with this stream. After my daughter gets home. It's super violent. That doesn't bother me. Super violent. Brandon Wheeler. I just realized you have the Cuphead avatar. Nice, man. I know that doesn't show up in my stream, but I see it in the chat. That's cool. You know what's really interesting today? And I'm talking about this more off the cuff now because I really only have like a few things to say about Patreon. Like just announce like what the changes are and that we're sticking with it and that we are now below our $300 Patreon goal. So that announcement video I made about, hey, look, we're doing game reviews next month. Well, I might have to go take that video down because we're not at $300. We are at, let me double check, 200. Oh, we lost another Patreon backer. We're even lower. Who else just left? We lost another $20 backer. Corey Dingus. Corey Dingus is no longer a backer. Did Corey Dingus ever have a charge go through? Let me... Curious if he was one of the new ones. Seeing when he pledged. Just trying to go back here in the history. I'm not really seeing history. Let me go with my messages. But anyway, I'll continue back at Patreon. At the end of next year, I could probably up my contribution. Just got to get some things done for this new year. Thanks, man. Hi, Nate. Would you prefer I raise my backing on Patreon and remove the YouTube sponsor? It doesn't matter, Josh. Keep the sponsorship. Keep the sponsorship. It's fine. I contacted so Corey, I think Corey might have been another one of those people. I contacted him back in November about coming on. As I do, because $20 backers get contacted by me on Patreon about coming on a show once per month. And he said that I don't have a webcam set up, nor am I really familiar with using Discord. How does your weekly show work? I gave him a bunch of information on how it works, and then he never got back to me. So I'm guessing that Corey Dingus just did that $20 backing thing, and again, didn't plan to ever take advantage of it, and then heard about the recent Patreon update, which reminded him that he was subscribed to me on Patreon, and he deleted his subscription. So that's what I'm assuming happened anyways. Corey, if you're watching the stream and if it's a totally different reason, let me know. So, man, we lost $40 in pledges today. That's what happens when you're so reliant on a $20 tier, right? A couple people leave, and it's like a big difference. We went from almost being at 300 or being over 300 to $268 per month now. Oh well. It is what it is. Let me see what happened last night. I played Splatoon 2 last night and drank. You know what's up with that. And then I edited a video and released it. You were there, Duo. I wasn't drunk. Buzzed, yes, not drunk. Want to know how I can confirm that? There was no hangover today. And when I'm drunk, there's always a hangover. Every time, without fail. I knew I wasn't there yet. I needed to do probably about 3 more shots before I would have actually probably been there. Probably been, not gone, but to the point that I was drunk. But we didn't quite get there. But yeah, sad day. Maybe I can show you. Yep, there it is. $268. We are no longer doing game reviews. I'm not actually crying about that, but it is sad that we're now $2 hair short, two $20 backers short. It is. Oh, the internet thing. No, it wasn't internet. What happened was I hit render on the video, and because I don't have enough cores, it took up all 4 cores, maxed them out, and that left nothing left for OBS to run, so it killed the stream. So it had nothing to do with my internet. It had to do with my computer being maxed out from video rendering. Yep. That's it. I really thought we were going to hold at 300. I didn't think we were going to gain much stuff over 300. But I really thought we were going to hold at 300 for next month. Damn. I mean, we're still up overall. We started the month at 200. We're at 268. Obviously, a vast majority of that is from Manual. In fact, right now, probably most of it's from Manual upping his pledge. Because we had a lot happen this time. Holy crap. Yeah, we're Manual here upped it from 5 to 100. That's basically because we had Aaron pledge $1. Aaron is still pledged. Okay, Josh Walker with 5. He's still pledged. JL Leinhart deleted his pledge. April deleted her pledge twice? I don't know why that's showing up twice. Nick upped his pledge. Then we had a new $10 backer yesterday. A new $1 backer. And April deleted. Corey deleted. I think it's just repeating itself. Yeah, these top things are just repeating themselves. Yeah, so, again, the biggest change is Manual. We're actually... If we get rid of Manual's change, we're actually significantly less than last month. That would bump us down to like 150. Man, those two $20 backouts really hurt. Oh well. Let's see what people are saying here. The basic tee is bad. What, you liking this t-shirt better? The back to the back in the day. My back in the day shirt. Yeah, basic t-shirts are a little boring on the stream, especially when you gotta look at that guy like the whole stream. I can tell you my live stream tonight for the Game Awards, our pre-show, and our live reactions. There won't be any plain t-shirts. It'll either be Nintendo Prime or Breath of the Wild. I haven't decided yet. Depends on what looks better in the shot. Because yes, believe it or not, I do think about those things. What looks good in the shot when I'm doing shows. And tonight, even though I'm obviously not the creator of the Game Awards show, our pre-show and our live reactions, I want it to be a more professional thing. So I think about framing, lighting, getting the shot right. We're using our green screen. It's going to be fun. It's not going to be like one of these off-the-cuff live streams or even our Monday, Wednesday, Friday live streams. It's not going to be like those. It might have changed back to that because... Oh, you're talking about my Splatoon tee. It might have changed back to that because of the Splatfest. Really? Yeah, I definitely don't. I definitely have better clothes than the basic tee. I guess I wasn't paying attention while I was playing. Yeah. I don't know. Didn't care. I was performing really well. Maybe I should be wearing that basic tee all the time, baby. Because that basic tee, I was getting her done. Well, until the end. But I was getting her done for a while. All right. The stream tonight starts at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. My stream. My pre-show before their pre-show. The Game Awards pre-show starts at 7:30. We will be streaming that. We have our pre-show starting before that. We'll go over our betting special and some other stuff. And then I think the official Game Awards starts at 8. But we're going to be live streaming our reactions to their pre-show officially as well because they have new game announcements and they always hand out some of the smaller awards during that as well. So I want to see if Nintendo won any of those smaller awards. And now my son broke through and he's going to come say hi. You want to come say hi? Hi. Come say hi. You can come say hi. There's my son here. My youngest son. Let me switch back so you can see him in all of his glory. Hi. What's your name? What? Yeah, we're going to have to go upstairs and get your sister here. You actually were doing very well for Twin Sticks. Thanks. I'm all right at Twin Sticks. You can wave. Go hi. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right. I better go. Hold on. Orber, we'll talk about that during the pre-show. No. Orber 1. Bring that up during the pre-show. We'll be back at 7 p.m. That is roughly 4 hours from now. I'm hoping to start exactly at 7. Will depend on my kids getting in bed and my setup. If you can't tell, I'll back away from the camera for a little bit. I've got a mess. I mean, my kid just tripped over garbage. I mean, look at this. Look at this mess of an office. Of a workstation. I got to get that all cleaned up and ready to go because this show is going to take up a lot of space, this pre-show. But all right, I will catch you guys at 7 p.m. tonight. It's been nice seeing you. I probably won't have another video going up today, so enjoy your day. I will see you for the Game Awards tonight. Peace out. Splatoon 2.